All right. Hello, I think the stream is on. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream of the Grease Monkey, which will be me. And I do this every Saturday, and today we're gonna be taking a little easy, but it's time to celebrate because Blender 3.0 is out. There's a lot of features in this that I really like and enjoy. Mostly the asset browser, I will admit. That's what I've been looking forward to for a long time. All the stuff with the Geonodes, but I have been using 3.0. Was it beta? The beta or the alpha? So I knew a lot of the stuff the Geometry Nodes has. For this stream, I'm going to be in the first half, just doing some sketching, doing some drawings in the grease pencil. If you don't know, there's a module in Blender called the grease pencil, and is a vector-based. I was gonna say vector-based drawer, a vector-based drawing module, or I say module. Anyway, it's a drawing. Just tripping over my words. Grease pencil is vector-based, so unlike Photoshop where it uses pixels, this uses vectors, which is like a 3D thing. Um, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Freddy Cheese says hello, be lurking because I'm busy finishing stuff, but have fun with Blender 3. Oh, Freddy, thank you just even for stopping by. Um, and of course, man, lurk all the time. Honestly, 90% of this stream is for me to talk out loud. I mean, how often do I get to do it without looking crazy? Anyway, so I got this. I'm going to be drawing for the first half of the stream. In the second half, I'll see about figuring out the asset browser and maybe some geometry nodes. I have some ideas for what I could do with geometry nodes and maybe we can play. So the first hour and a half of this is just me drawing. So if you're watching now, I will say if you don't want to see me sketching or drawing, just skip to the end. This is more a hangout for myself. I'm just on here, we're hanging out, etc. And Wingless Mecha's here. Hi. Hello, Grease Monkey, he says. Good to see you. And Skills is here too. Look at that. We got some people here. Anyway, so as I was saying, um, first half of this stream, I'm going to be sketching and drawing. In the last half, I'll be exploring Blender 3.0. If people are in the chat in about an hour from now, maybe we can explore some things together. Evelyn, hello. And yeah, and that's about it. But at the end, like I said, first half drawing, second half geometry nodes, asset browser, and maybe some other features that I'll try using and stuff. So let's go. I already have my 2D file set up. So I have a lot of stuff already set up here where I have my colors. I have palettes that I generally like. I'm going to be working in black and white. I'm using a software called Gesture Drawing, which is right here, which is going to be going through, I think per minute, it's going to change the image. I'm not really going to be using the poses directly. I'm mostly going to be using it as a stimulus for some like constant like posing and streams and stuff. This is just to exercise my hand. So that's about it. Let me put this up full screen. There we go. And, we're going to get started. All right. Got my screencast keys so you can see my shortcuts. Not that I'm using anything crazy. All right. There you go. We'll get my ink pen. We'll make it dark. And we will just start drawing. When I do these drawings, I have my radius set like really high. I've been like playing around with this for a long time, and this is just for me to stop being so heavy-handed when I draw, you know? So As you see, it's like really big, but if I just lightly press, I can get some like nice thin lines. And this is just, I'm holding like my pencil really far up too, so this is just practice for myself. When I'm doing this, I generally am always drawing ahead, looking to their right. And that's something I want to end up fixing too, you know? I'm just kind of letting the stream of consciousness go through because I eventually want to be able to draw, my own characters and stuff. So it would be nice to do that, right? I also have my eraser set to stroke, so I could just erase the stroke pretty quickly, and go from there, right? So I could just erase all this from the center and just keep building. It's like I progressively erase my sketching part, you know? So when it comes to like, I don't know, things I want to make and stuff, I'm always very interested in like sci-fi and big shapes. So every time I draw a character, or by character, I just mean a person. I mean, when does it become a character, right? When does it become when does it become anything like that, right? So this is just me sketching through. I occasionally look at this just to get some reference on face. If I want to start doing hair, you know, we'll draw the hairline. Maybe there's like a, you know, like we go through, we just do shapes, right? So what if I wanted to do like, some sci-fi stuff? Put a cylinder. I love drawing cylinders. They feel like I can make them and I can do them. Maybe we have a cylinder sticking out here. The ears there, yeah. You know, but like I said, this is just some practice. I always want to get this in. I think it's important for me to do, right? So, let's draw like a sci-fi helmet of sorts. And I'm always thinking about shapes. I also draw these shapes a lot, so they can go and come out pretty easily, right? See, it was a little heavy-handed there. I occasionally like to go into I could just use my shortcut. Use the fill. Um, and then if we're just doing like a black and white thing here, this could start looking like something, right? It's also fun to use the fill tool to make the silhouette. So like, let me go back and draw in some shapes here. So let's say like this is the angle here. All right, so I'm just thinking about the shapes. That's all I'm ever thinking about. It's something I severely am not severely I'm thinking about all the time because my drawings before this used to lack a lot of shape. It's very ambiguous stuff, you know. So I just I think about cubes like 90% of the time is always what I'm thinking about. So right, so I'm thinking about this. Maybe make a hexagon. I'm barely like as I'm talking here, I'm barely even like thinking about my decisions. I'm just trying to have fun. And I think a big factor when it came to drawing, I stopped drawing for a while because it became like a chore. It became like a difficult thing to, because I wanted to be good, right? You want to like draw like the stuff you see on TV, which take years to make. That's something that's always funny to me. They take years to make, and we tend to forget that years and teams of people and stuff. So you know, I'm trying to figure out what to put on his back here. Maybe we should do like a tube system of sort that goes into a pack. It doesn't matter. We're just suggesting it. We got the arm. Then we'll go back and we'll go back into our fill mode. And then we'll do some shadows, right? Like this will be in shadow. Like maybe we can add in some spikes. By spikes, I mean like shading, right? And I'm no expert in this either, man. I'm just kind of like Trying to make my way through this stuff. Right? You know, if the light's there, blah blah blah. And just make my way through. Like, I'll select all this. Oh, let me combine these. That's what I did wrong here. Let me get out of there. We'll merge it down and we'll keep going. So right now, right, the reason I have that at the bottom, or this gesture drawing app. So let's shrink that. Is right now I am now, I drew that, I drew those things. So let's draw this. All right. So I'm trying to get used to drawing with. Oh snap, I just noticed that you're using gesture drawing software. I am a friend with the developer of the app. He is Mexican. It's a great app. And yes, Freddie, it is an awesome app. This app I was looking for so long, for so long. And I'm so happy for them to make it. It's amazing. I have so many reference photos that I've bought throughout the years that it's great just to have them going. It fills a function, so it's definitely great. This is gonna go. All right, so let's see if we can get some sort of semblance. I'm gonna do this in two ways. Once again, I'm just doing this for practice. So we're gonna do it with lines. So let's see if and I'm trying not to think about it. I think if I overthink it, that's when I start becoming like too married to like what I'm doing and stuff. So I'm just kind of we're just gonna go. We're gonna feel it out. Once again, this is vector based. This is very different from drawing with pixels. It feels different, and a lot of people actually complain about how it feels like. It's not. It's definitely weird, and I would understand why somebody would not like it and stuff. But I don't know. This is a Blender channel, and I should be making Blender content. As much as I would like to dip into Photoshop, which I have, I gotta think about you guys. Get this Blender content out there. Is the grease pencil good, right? So here's my ugly face. Let's go back. Oh, it flipped. Oh shit. I also like it because it flips around too. It flips the images. I think it's great. So let's just build the neck here, Obviously that's ugly. We'll make it thinner. Blah blah blah. We'll make the line for the collarbone. Psh, psh, psh. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes even I think talking on the stream makes it easier for me because it allows me to stop thinking so much about this. This is just, we're just practicing here. Doesn't have to be a thing, right? Look at that. That arm is ridiculous. We're gonna erase that. All right. So now I'm gonna follow the lines of her clothes that go down, and we'll finish it up here. And this is good ish. Look, let's see if I a thing I also do is I get it and I flip it. It's so much easier to flip in Photoshop. Like there's like an option for it. But in Blender, I have to like go to edit mode unless there's an easier way. But I have to go to edit mode, Control M, and then X. Then I flipped it and I look at it. I'm like, that looks cool. Sometimes I go to sculpt mode and then I'll just adjust it by eye. Like maybe she should be a little thinner here. And then we go in, right? Get too much of her face. Bring it down. Go out. And go to object mode. Okay, cool. Whatever. So I did it one way, right? I did it as the sculpt. Oh, I keep hitting caps lock. That's what's wrong. I did it with strokes. Let's see about doing it with um the other way that I used to do a lot of my drawing here in uh in Blender in the grease pencil here. Did they update the drawing settings for Blender 3? From my understanding, they added improvements, but you know what? Since I am going to look at this later, let's look at the Blender 3.0. Is it changelog? Is that what it's called? Changes. Let's see if we can find it. And we did. So let's look at it real quick. Little break time. Okay, so we'll go through this, but I think for the most part it's just improvements. Calculations and things running a little better, stroke offset functions, copy materials. I think the drawings think it's about the same, but we will check it out more in depth. All right, so let's go back. All right, this is gonna change. We'll get it back. All right, let's do this with the other method I like to do is with the fill tool. So let's go to a gray, and this is the other way I do it, where I'm just like drawing in shapes. Like that's her forehead. We get her cheek in there. Boom. We'll get her ear. We'll go into a darker color. Maybe we'll go underneath. We'll make another layer. And this is where we put the hair, right? Dun, dun, dun. I just keep hitting undo. But honestly, I should just build upon it. So this is like, right, bah, bah, bah. It goes up to the bottom there. Maybe we'll get it out. And sometimes this is better to like, not better, but like I should say, it makes up you can easily get your shapes read out a little better, right? So let's go there. Let's go back. Boom. We got the silhouette going. And I'm just building up the shapes here. Draw out these shapes. But sometimes I feel like the way I do it, I used to do it like this a lot, and I feel like sometimes it's a little restrictive for me. Um, I don't know. I feel like I can erase better and, you know, change different stuff as I go. So that's the other method. I just wanted to show you also what I do, but we're not going to do that. Oops. So let's go back. Let's merge this down. Let's grab this. We'll scale it down. Was I even accurate? Look at that. Not accurate at all. Okay. So we did that. We'll keep going. Oopsies. Draw. Switch our modes. And we'll go back. Anyway, so let's go back and continue some of this sketching. Where am I at? I'm 20 minutes in. All right. Let's keep going. Let's draw some more heads. So right now I'm gonna ignore the gesture drawing. I use it. I rely on it when I'm feeling like I need some stimulus. But right now we're gonna see about drawing maybe like a sci-fi type character. Let's see if we can. And it's a sketch. It's not even like a full thing, right? Right. And I like erasing by stroke because it makes it so much easier. Right. Boom. We can even erase the top. See, I am pressing way too heavily now. Let's try this again. Focus up, focus up. Here we go. All right. Try not to be so aggressive with my drawing. And I'm also doing this chicken writing. Not good. So let's do this again. Honestly, yeah, like, do you guys draw in vector in like Clip Studio Paint, Is that a normal thing to do? I feel like you would just do pixels because, like I said, drawing in vector, and I know Procreate has some vector tools, I think. They even have 3D stuff now, but I think drawing in vector is so weird, right? So weird. So for this guy, let's see if we can do something interesting. Maybe we could put like a metal mohawk, right? Let's see how that looks. Once again, drawing too heavy-handed. There we go. We can draw a metal mohawk. We can erase that. Maybe we could put some little cylinder stuff here. I draw in vector in both Clip Studio Paint and Toon Boom. So much for looking, by the way. So you draw and I'm sorry for distracting you. No, so you draw in vector. Do you like drawing in vector better? Is there a reason that you would prefer it over rasterization in the long term? I guess for like your projects and stuff. I know, you're probably gonna get better quality out of it, right? Ferd, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. This guy's mad. He angry. He's so mad. All right. We'll scale this down. And we'll just keep adding. We'll keep adding more, you know. We'll we'll keep going. All right, let's draw a little further away. Resizing, that's pretty much it, resizing. So, is it a chore to draw in vector? Like if you had the choice, would you prefer not to draw in vector or is it just another tool? I bet you it's just going to be the answer is it's just another tool to use. I'm a cat dad again. Got two tuckered out kittens crashed out here. Got them on Tuesday. That's awesome. Me and Ferd are cat people. You dog people always judging the cat people. But yes, that is awesome. Cats are wonderful creatures. All right. Once again, I have a habit of drawing my characters looking right. Uh, could practice a different direction, but you know what? I don't wanna. I don't wanna. This is my channel. You know, there you go. Let's see if I could draw. You know what I need practice with? Hair. Like, I draw a lot of girls. I need to see their hair, and I don't do it good enough. To my liking. Okay, my eraser tool is way too big. Let's make this down to like 15. Okay, there we go. And I'm always erasing these lines. I'm like, I don't need you, line. Who do you think you are? Strong chin here. It just makes sense to do hand-drawn animation in vector. That is good. Good to know. Yeah, it probably does, right? It scales up better. You could do much more to it, right? So cool. I like this character. We're going there. Looks a little, a little messed up, or we'll probably have to fix it. Right? Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. But what if she had, to make it sci-fi, a giant battery in the back of her head? That's weird. That's how you make it sci-fi, boys. You add batteries, with a little electricity symbol on there. No, I'm kidding. Here you go. We'll keep going with these clothes. Maybe there's like a jacket of sorts. All right, let's see. Pretty much the entire industry prefers to have these files in vector. That makes sense. For it says depends on the production really. Definitely true for productions that use puppet animation, most definitely. But the sad thing is a lot of these start to look the same, at least true for North American productions using Toon Boom Harmony. That's true. Stuff with real big budgets would definitely look better. Yes. I guess because it's just easy. It's fat. You can like iterate faster with like puppets, right? I wanted to do puppet for a while, right? Um, but I don't know. I just want to also be able to draw on pen and paper. All right, so let's draw these. I like these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that and then do what is it? Control T? No, that's not it. Control S? No, that's save. What is the shortcut for this? Control Alt S. There it is. We'll make the lines a little thicker. All right, and then another thing we will do is we will go into edit mode, select that all, Control MX, and then we'll look at it like this. We'll go to sculpt mode and we'll sculpt this shape to be a little better. We'll hit F, maybe make our head a little smaller. Get the back of her head. I'm just eyeballing this. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. We're just having fun. We're feeling it out. There we go. And then we go into back to draw mode. Well, I'm mostly talking from storyboards and animatics perspective. Either way, every software does drawing different regardless of bitmap of vector base. I mostly work with vector and still don't enjoy sketching in Blender. Oh man, that's like a lot of people's sentiment, Freddie, with Blender for like a long time, um, about not liking to sketch in Blender because it's like I was saying earlier, it's very different, and I actually didn't say it out loud, but I really didn't like it. It really makes you feel I don't know. It's not good. uh but I also haven't tried other vector-based drawing software, right? So does it feel good to draw in vector in Toon Boom and what was the other one you said? Clip Studio Paint. Does it feel better in there? And what could Blender do, right, to make it better for other vector drawlers, right? That's a big space between the eyes there. All right, let's keep it moving. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Gleaner Beat Pencil is its own thing for sure. Clip Studio Paint has a fantastic tools, but man, I really hate that UI. But that's just my take on it, and I'm just not used to it yet. The UI for Clip Studio, yes, I downloaded the trial, and it was just one of those things where I said something similar too, but then I always try to take a step back. It's like, is it just different, and I'm just upset. Things are different, and it's not in the places I want them to be. You know what I mean? Like, but some things can objectively suck, though. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm about to abandon this, but we'll keep going for a little bit here. Keep it going. You gotta get some more skin tone palettes. I'm always have this white skin color. Give it a give it a red battery back here, and we're done. We'll move on. We'll move on. Maybe we can have another motif where she has like a necklace here. Hold on. There it is. And we'll make the chain like a white color. Let's see if I can make a chain look okay. This chain looks dumb as hell. Let's see. Alright, we'll just do a normal chain there. We'll do some highlights in there. Just wearing leather. Okay, we'll keep going. Oh man. So that looks oh shoot. Let me merge that. Merge down. And we'll keep it going. Grab it. Move it to the side. We'll keep building outwards. Okay, let's see. It's hard to pinpoint one thing because drawing a final clean illustration in Blender is fine. It is just with sketching that I haven't had a good experience. I might need changes in my drawing algorithm itself, so I don't know. You mean your process? You're not a computer. You don't. I guess an algorithm can apply more than just computers. Um, blah blah blah. For it to sketching, Affinity, Photo, Procreate, and Art Rage are nice. I've not tried Art Rage. I'd definitely like to try that. Let's see. If you're trying to stay away from Adobe stuff, that is. So I know there's a few SVG and GP importers, but is there one that will automatically split layers correctly and assign materials to the strokes files? No, but that seems like an add-on waiting to be made. I thought I heard the Pepeland guy might have an add-on that does what I'm hoping for. Sorry, I meant Blender might need changes in the drawing algorithm. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody says that too. So I'm leaning to. I mean, I'm leaning towards agreeing with most people on the drawing algorithm. But inferred, yeah, that add-on would be great, and they would make a killing. I'm sure people would love that add-on. Um, yeah, it would be great. All right, so let's keep it going. Let's just draw. Let's draw something mechanical. Huh? I'm just gonna draw shapes and not think about it too much. We'll draw cubies. I'm practicing my pencil, so I'm not like heavy-handed with it. We'll throw in cylinders in there. Maybe one of these guys. We like cylinders. What is this? Like a gun or something? Could be. There we go. All right, let's go start over. Let me aim a little closer. Let's draw a sci-fi mechanical uh character. That's usually what I want to focus on. So we'll draw some cylinders and go from there. Let's draw. Let's draw. And now I'm doing it again. I'm thinking too much. So let's just try not to think about this. And we'll just go. We'll just go. We'll just go. You know, love my cylinders. I was just gripping my pencil so tight. Gotta loosen up. This guy seems distressed. He has kooky glasses. He's so kooky. You know. All right, maybe he has like a spinal thing back here. All right, I gotta zoom out a bit to figure out where this guy's neck is. And then we'll add in some mechanical stuff. Maybe we'll throw in some cylinders. See, just throwing in shapes. What do I know about shapes? Absolutely nothing, and that's why I'm drawing them. I don't know what is on his collar. This guy just looks like starting to look like a clown. We're gonna erase his forehead, and we're gonna make a different shape up here. Maybe like maybe his brain is sticking out, or his brain is a. I'm like stumbling. It's an orb of glass, huh? All right, and maybe there's like a tube that's attached. Maybe the tube is attached to this tube that I have sticking out of his head. So let's draw the lines. This is for me to see. This tube looks disgusting. It's a disgusting tube. Oh my goodness. This tube is too much. Okay, so we got the drawing. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Either way, gotta hop off later. Freddy, take care. I don't know if you hopped off already. Take care. Take care, Freddy. All right. Blah, 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 blah. They have a draw engine, but I'm sure they'll keep improving it in time. Sophie, Jantech stuff does look real cool stuff with grease pencil. Either way, gotta hop off. But yeah, Sophie's great. I like. She's making that. She's making that sweet, sweet, sweet grease pencil content. All right, so we moved. All right, now we're gonna use the sculpting tool. We're gonna adjust this a little bit. And we're gonna redraw some stuff. Like the eyeball. Okay. And honestly, maybe we can make this smaller. Oh shoot, what am I doing? There it is. I get what Freddy means. It's hard to draw naturally, even if you're using a pen display with a Wacom Synctipe or XP Hurion. Yes. Like I said, I offline, off the stream, I've been chipping away at trying to figure out my workflow for drawing in Blender, and it's definitely a chore, and you have to try really hard. I feel like I'm forcing it to make it work for me. You know what I mean? Like it's super annoying, but yeah, I'm forcing it to work for me because yeah, it's not natural. It doesn't even look like how I want it to look as I'm like making these sketches and stuff. So it's some tough stuff, you know. Do you have a pen display, Fern? Do you have a Wacom Cintiq XP pen? Huey on. I use mostly a no display tablet. I found out that those display tablets, oh man, they really hurt my neck, bro. They hurt. I don't have the proper setup for a display tablet. You have an XP pen. So do I. I got the XP pen Pro series. Yes, it's hard to find a comfortable drawing position. Yeah, I used to have a display one and I had to stop using it. It was like accelerating my neck injury that I was probably giving to myself. It was crazy. And I like him. I just need you probably need you need to like have like the arm, right, that lifts up your screen to your face and then you draw up like this or whatever. Did I make the jump to 3.0? Yes, I am currently on 3.0. After I'm done my sketching here, we'll see about seeing what's on here. I mostly want to see the asset manager, so that's basically that's basically it. I want to see some asset management. Is there anything in 3.0 that you're looking forward to, or that you like, or that you've used already, or that you're curious about? All I know, I've been using the beta version, so I kind of forgot all the new stuff I was using, especially in geometry nodes, because I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I was using all these, you know, like obviously, but I don't know. Let's see if we can draw on the back here. And we'll draw some dark for whatever this stuff is going on back there. Draw some highlights. Oops. Draw some highlights. There's machinery back here for some reason in his brain. Oopsies. All right. Let's see. XP pen. This is how to blah, blah, blah. So you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, new geonodes with fields things. Yes, I've been using fields for a bit now, and it's actually very useful. It's a lot less of how do I say this? You don't have to think about all your variables and stuff. It becomes it kind of becomes less of a math problem, um, which is kind of nice. So that's what I've been enjoying from it. Draw some thicker lines down here. Basically where the shadows are at. Maybe this is his teeth. He's a happy little robot boy. I have to check, but I think I read that you couldn't use grease pencil animations as particles. I read you couldn't use pre. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about. I haven't touched any sort of particle stuff. I haven't touched any sort of particle stuff in Geonodes. I must have been trying to figure out like effects or something. All right. Oh, let me merge these two together. All right, all right. I hope someone can correct me on that. Yeah, I would not know. I would not. All right, how long we been here? So about 10 more minutes. Then I'll switch over to like fiddling around with some geonodes and stuff. Maybe 20 minutes. Just like I just want to get my drawing in. I want to get good at drawing. And also, I draw outside of this. I'm double doing it with learning vector drawing, especially on something as challenging as Blender's drawing system, right? Oh man. So yeah, so doing these drawings, a lot of fun. I try to draw mostly in ink in the real world. So I got a bunch of ink pens I use. Not a bunch, actually just a couple. Um, and then what I do is I figure out how to re I figure out how to refill them, the ones that you're not supposed to refill, so I don't have to buy them again. I have a crap ton of ink. I got like India ink and Rot Ring ink and just all this fancy ink. So I'm just trying to extend the lifeline here, you know? Trying to make these expensive pens go a while, huh? I love the doodle with a fine tip Sharpie. Yes, those are the good ones. Doodling with permanent ink. You can't undo your mistakes. Oh man. Fine tip marker. Yo, and I wanted to draw with like pens, so I remember I went to like Staples, office the office stores out here, and I just bought every pen. I wanted to figure out which one was good and also refillable, easy to refill, and they can accept multiple inks because you know the thickness of the pen or whatever. So yeah, I got a drawer full of pens that I just have, but I have my brand now, so that's always good. And now the excuse is just I need to draw better, huh? That's the excuse. Just draw better. What are you doing? Not drawing good enough. I like symbols and stuff, like simple logos, petroglyphs, pictograms. Found a book of hallmarks. Could look at those makers marks all day. Yeah, that's cool. There was a guy, forgot what his name was. He like has like courses, and I remember he bought like a 1970s logo book, and when you flip through it, when he was flipping through it, he was just showing how all these new companies, they just use like almost all the he didn't say all the logos were invented, but there's a lot of derivatives that have already existed since like the 70s that we use today, you know? And that's always an interesting thing, trying to spice it up, you know? All right, we're gonna put this guy to rest. I don't like him. But yeah, I can see them all day. Those shapes are so nice. Like the Bluetooth symbol, isn't it like a rune or something? Well, look at the biggest stink right now about the Meta logo. Oh, what don't people like about the Meta logo? I actually don't know the stink. I know there is a stink, but I don't know what the stink is. What don't people like about the logo? Let's see. It's not even derivative. There are other companies that have that logo, and then of course the name too. Is there some? I know the laws are all different, man, in all different places. If the companies do different things, couldn't they use the same name, right? Like if it doesn't, like obviously two books companies or two whatever software companies can't have similar names, but if one's a software company and the other one's like, I don't know, a data company or a tire company, can, does it matter? Or is it just that it looks like somebody else's logo? Like, is that literally the whole thing? And they're like Meta Grease Monkey versus Metaford. Metaford sounds pretty cool, actually. Metaford. It's close to saying metaphor. Metaford. Metaford is a metaphor for Ferdinand's meta, right? Let's see. Ba, ba. Excuse me. Yes, there's a co-opting. Yeah, and they are co-opting these other businesses. In any case, it's all stupid, and some people need to be slapped. The simple solution to many things. People need to be slapped. Right? Oh, Ferd, what are the cat names? Do the cats have the names? Are they named those little kittens of yours? You know? Oh man. Bum bum bum. Let's see. They were originally named Seville and Leroy Jenkins. Good reference. I have tentatively nicknamed them Instapal and Mighty Suck. The Mighty Suck. But collectively, they are the Booger Brothers or just Super Friends. On paper, they might be Galactus and Mephisto or something ridiculous like that. You just gave these cat like six names. But like the so you're saying that the paper one, right? So when you take them to the vet, they're like, "What's your cat's name?" You're gonna be like Mephisto and Galactus. That's adorable. That is tis adorbs. But maybe they might be. That's so funny. Those are fun cat names though. I like them. All right. I think I'm done with this one too. But I'm having so much fun doing these little drawings. They're fun. Let's see what we have so far. We got the original sketches, and we're getting there. We're getting a little better there with these scratchy chicken scratch characters. I'm gonna rest my hand for a second here. Ah. It's been quite a while since you've done actual grease pencil stuff. Yes, it has been, Ferd. It's been a long time. I've been thinking about doing this stuff for a long time. What's interesting, I think the reason behind it, right, is so I want to eventually be able to support myself with my artistic endeavors, whether that be whatever it be, like grease pencil, YouTube being the primary factor of like my where my audience is at, etc., etc. And when you're trying to make a successful YouTube channel and you're in that like business mindset, you're like, I want to do my thing, right? But I also want to make sure I'm doing things that are somewhat optimized for like viewing and all that stuff. And for a little bit, a lot of people like looking at those material tutorials. They like to, like tutorials in general. The Blender community has the highest amount of, I guess, student or newbie people because it's free. Anybody can get it, right? There's a low barrier to entry because you can just download it. So as I make my YouTube channel, I'm always fighting between like, should I like work on this? Am I good enough as a 2D artist make to make stuff, right? I want to be, because my whole thing about doing grease pencil in Blender was to try and ease my way out of being a very technical person. Like, I come from a technical background. I do those materials. I do 3D, VFX, and blah blah blah, After Effects, and so my technical side is always calling for me. It's always trying to pull me back in, so to speak. So I'm always fighting it, like but I've been practicing my drawing for a while, and finally I felt more comfortable. Um, I have felt more comfortable doing my drawings, especially the learning curve of drawing in vector and in Blender, right? Which we've just spoke that is like crazy. Um, you have to be just able to say screw it, just do it. We hold ourselves back so much. Agreed. And it's not obviously it's easier said than done, right? Like screw it, I'll do it, right? It's kind of like you know, uh, every situation can feel a lot more dire than just saying screw it. Like somebody who's at a crap job and has been a crap job for a while, like you could tell them, hey, screw it, and just leave, and like, how am I gonna pay my bills? But they have to say screw it, just do it. a lot of other things and quit their job. Like there's a lot, to it. But I agree. You just have to make what you want to make. But there's definitely a lot of mental battling of like imposter syndrome, not feeling like you're good enough. All the standard artistic malarkey we have to go through to do stuff. It does hold us back. It holds us back. It holds us all back. We are our biggest enemies and critiques and critics. And it sucks because nobody can help you with, most people, I would say, can't help you with that journey. That's like a journey that you go with on your own, so to speak, and you have to fight your own. Nobody can fight your own, nobody can fight your demons, you know? And nobody can try and heal you or help you the way that you can possibly help yourself. Because you are able to really precisely find out what's wrong. Or at least I would hope so, right? Maybe I'm speaking too generally here. That you should be able to, with some help, outside help of course, to figure your needs. Like nobody can tell me what I should do on my channel because I know what I want to do with it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain myself, but something like that. But yeah, I'm trying, I'm trying to get back, be the grease monkey I've always wanted to be. It takes it takes a lot to turn on the camera, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, it is nice to get back at it, Ferd. It is. Things are looking up. Your good news about your cat, that makes me happy. That's some good stuff. The world is the world is not too bad, huh? My original reason for subscribing to your channel was because I was hungry for grease pencil info and you fulfilled that need. Wolford, we're getting back to it. We're gonna get back to that. I definitely am using it a lot more nowadays because I definitely want to be the grease monkey I wanted to be. And I haven't made tutorials on it, but I have a few tricks for like effects here and there and how to use the grease pencil good. It took, like I said, it took a lot of brute force. You have to like really fight that part. I really have to fight that part of me where it's like, this is a dumb way to do this. Oh man, like this is dumb. But yeah, man, thanks for subscribing and quelling a little bit of my imposter syndrome because I have it all the time. There's no stopping it. All right, this one's okay. We're gonna make something else. Yeah. Then the other thing, it's like, the thought process when you make a channel is like, I want to grow it as fast as possible. fast. I always want to do things as fast as possible. So yeah, so that's also holding, the business capitalistic mind holds back the creative mind. That's why I think artists sometimes don't like to deal with their business side. It's two ways of thinking that can sometimes be detrimental to each other, you know? It could be like holding you back in both sense. And you said dumb way or not, you're figuring shit out. There's no better way to improve because of your mistakes. And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. All right. Hold on. I'm just trying to get my hand loose again. Feel a little tense. Feeling tense. Okay. All right. Let's I'm feeling out of juices. Let's bring back our gesture drawing images here. And start it out. Let me use the rough ink. Maybe that could help. Well, not help, but I don't know. It could look fun. There you go. Like I said, these stock photos, I'm not trying to copy them exactly, just getting a sense of what I can do here. Yeah, just getting into this gesture, feeling it out. But it's okay. Anyway, Blender 3.0 is out. It's a beautiful thing. I should honestly be like making videos and stuff about all the features, but people do that already. I'm always trying to figure out what is it that I can contribute here. Hopefully something good. All right, that's an okay gesture. Let's just keep it going. Okay. All right, let's just draw some shapes and see where they lead. I love drawing cylinders. They're my favorite. They are my favorite. I think I'm being a little heavy-handed here. Can we make them thinner? What can we do with this? Maybe we can. What if we have some tubes going up? Let's see if we can make this make sense. Let's just add another shape here. Let's just add shapes that make sense. Or don't. Does not matter. Alright, I don't like the rough ink. We'll keep it going. Yeah, and see, I'm caught myself overthinking it again. Still trying to figure out what this could be. Getting these general shapes out. Oh man. So exciting how much Blender is getting some recognition. I think they even got like funding from Apple or something. It's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Go Blender. Blender. Go Blender. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Ferd. Probably the only one here listening. I'm very excited about that. Yes. Legitimizing Blender in every way, shape, or form is very good. But what exactly does that mean? Like they're gonna get some more money so they can continue operating at a faster rate, maybe? Get some more features down. All right, having to add the backend that uses metal would make Blender awesome on my M1. Hell yes. They have the devs that are specifically developing a metal backend, and we won't see this until 3.1. And that is exciting. I hear those M1 chips are like amazing, like from everybody. Like amazing chips there. I'm very happy with my 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro first gen. Yeah, I heard it's good. I heard it's good. I heard it's real good. Do you connect a different monitor to it, or do you just use the 13-inch on the thing? I'm just curious. The new 14-inch and 16-inch with the M1 Pro and M1 Max look super awesome, but this current M1 suits my needs. I've had other monitors hooked up to it. Yes, I haven't tried the XP Pen though. That thing is hooked up to my 2018 Mac Mini Intel. Yeah, I was just curious because like I forgot what I don't know how. I guess I just haven't worked on a 13-inch laptop in a while. You know what I mean? So I was just curious how it all plays out, you know? Do I have to be really close to my screen? Should I just do it on use it while I'm on my stomach? You know what I'm saying, right? Because yeah, 13 inches. I've been using, and my monitor's not even that big either. But ba-da-bum-ba. Let's see. The battery life is right now. It's on my bed as I watch your stream, but keeping an eye on the kittens so they don't trample the keyboard and post keyboard bashing comments here. The battery life is amazing because M1 is designed around low power use, even when stuff is cranked to 11. PC users might say, "Oh, we can kick its ass," but at that ridiculous power draw premium. Yes, exactly. I never played into or enjoyed the PC versus Mac kerfuffles, so I like them both. I like computers, is my response to that. I like things that compute, you know. Bam, 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 bam. Not much of a nose here. All right, we're done with this too. I am moving on. Oh shit. I am moving on, I think. I've been running if folding at home clients on all my computers, but there's no optimized M1 build for the client. Cool. Is the folding about like folding like gene sequences and stuff to like help doctors or something like that, right? Is that what that is? Nice, nice. It's good use of computers. Protein folding sims or some such, but yeah, all medical research stuff. That's cool. That's a good thing to use computer. And once the M1 gets optimized, that'd be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. In exchange, I earn banana coins. What are banana coins? They sound fun. They're fun to say, at least. All right. Maybe we'll use another inspo. Maybe I'll just try and draw another head. Let's see. Apparently, it's a crypto specialized in medical field, I think. Oh, that's pretty cool. Get crypto. It's a terrible explanation on my part. No, I understand. I mean, at least I've researched cryptocurrencies. Um, yeah, I understand. There's plenty of services that do that. There's like this one crypto that's for video games. They want to become the cryptos of the video games. And then there's like ones specifically for platforms and stuff like businesses. So yeah, I get it. There's another one called CureCoin. It's pretty interesting stuff, the crypto world. All right, moving. Oh man. Let's see. But there's also a lot of scam stuff like the Squid Game's going. Oh yeah. Bananas tanked since I've started this, but I don't care. They could sit on my wallet until they climb up in value again. Yeah, that's the crappy part about like these new medium is there's a lot of things that if you don't do a lot of research on crypto, you won't be able to see a scam, so to speak. Also, what is wrong here? I feel like my strokes. All right, we're gonna go at 500 radius. Maybe that's a little too big. Let's do a profile view, huh? Anyway, crypto's supposed to be like, you're supposed to just hold it. If you're trying to get rich off crypto, and you're not doing extensive, you're not like in it, I think it's a waste of time. You should just use crypto because you want to use crypto, not because you're trying to get rich. How many verts is your current file at? Um, we are at 38,000 vertices, right? Let me make sure. Let me make sure here. It looks like 38,000 points. Yeah, is where we're at. Let me make sure. Yeah, 38,000. Is that a lot? I don't think that's a lot. Pretty decent for what we have going on here. Is the you curious about the optimization of sorts? Yeah. I think it would be different if I was like animating and stuff. Then there'll be so many. I never do any projects that big, at least in grease pencil, not yet at least. Um, but yeah, not many. I'm also running a pretty decent computer, so I think it would be hard to see. I wish I can get somebody else's project file that's like huge, you know, and then go from there. So I'd be curious too, like how big can we get it? All right. Don't like this one, so I think we're gonna maybe move on. Let's see. It's not fun enough. All right, let's move it. Let's move it. These are looking fun. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's do one last one, and then let's dive into like 1 hour of like geometry nodes. Is that how you say it? Geometry? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Let's try not to think about it. Geometry. 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 Geometry nod. Geometry nods. Geometry nods. Have you seen my son? Geometry nods. Geometry. Send nodes. Send nods. Nodes. Nodes. How many nodes does it take to screw in a light bulb? In Blender, about 40 nodes. Let's see if we can make something interesting here. Let's redraw all this. Oh man, I'm holding my pen way too stiff again. Okay, let's loosen up. Let's loosen up. Let's loosen up. I did that whole thing a little too much, a little too hard. I'm all tensed up. Let's go free flow, meditate. Take your eyes, get into a nirvana state. All right. Let's erase all of this. And do one last attempt. I think I'm out of steam here. Let's bring up gesture draw in here. Let's look for a decent. All right. One more. One last try. One good old college try. So let's put this at 120 or something. We're gonna do it the reverse way. All right, let's flip this. Oopsies. Sculpt this up. All right, all right. I think we're done. So let's review some of these sketches here. Can you draw in grease? Can you, hey, can nodes draw in grease pencil yet? Like, can it make lines and plot points, etc.? Just like a script may. Jam P animations. I don't think so. I think Ferd may have been talking about this. I don't think you can. But Ferd, can you explain what you were explaining earlier? You could do single images but not animations or something like that. But I'm not sure. What is GIMP animations? What is it that you want to do with nodes and grease pencil? Like what is the end goal there? All right, these are some sketches I did through. I'm gonna stop doing my sketching portion here. Let's make these much bigger. Let's select these. Select them there. I like these. No, I was hoping to use a grease pencil animation cycle as particles. Oh, okay, okay. So GIMP animations, I do not know. I don't know if they're set up for that. So if you find out, please let me know. sorry, sorry I couldn't answer your question. Well, procedurally, you can anything. You could anything with Ultra. Maybe someday Nodes will support grease pencil at the draw level. And yeah, I think that would be cool. What are some ideas you have? Like if that was possible, P animations. What do you think you would make? What are some cool things that you think would be possible? Because I'm having a hard time, and not that it wouldn't be useful. I'm just trying to figure out what would it be useful for. All right, I did some sketches out here. Oh, this one's pretty good too. Let me get this one. I hope so too, but I feel that the gap between grease pencil and what's possible in nodes with regular geometry. I see. All right, so I did some sketching. The first half of this stream, some of it's subpar. It's hard to sketch in a vector-based program, especially with Blender Grease Pencil, but just gotta get good at it, gotta practice. Some of these turned out okay, you know. This one kind of looks like Invader Zim, which is pretty funny. That looked alright. This one I used reference, and you can probably tell. Looks probably the best one here. These are just little sketches, little ideas, things to get the juices flowing and stuff. So, yeah, that's it. So let me change my um desk so I can not have to change my desk from the drawing setup to my normal setup. So first, let me save this in my practices. I keep my practices. What's today's date? The 4th. There we go. Save. All right, let me change my desk. Do I have a? Hold on, maybe I do. So in the meantime, I'll do this. If it were possible, I'd attempt to replicate that shot of the god of the forest hoof prints shot from Princess Mononoke. Okay, okay. All right, let me change here. Taking off the drawing glove. Just moving some stuff around here. All right. Go. Set my microphone up. There you go. Well, you use nodes extensively for textures and materials. Why would not grease pencil someday? Ultimately, I'm used to using Python or CV2 or Matplotlib, but I'd like to program with nodes maybe someday. And yeah, yeah. Excellent point. Nodes is the best. I would love to use nodes for everything. I guess I was just asking just to see if you had any cool ideas that I can think about too, because once it starts becoming a reality, or maybe I could find it. Because the reason I was asking is if you're like, oh, I like to do this type of effect, it gives me ideas on what I can do in the future one day, or what I should attempt, or what people are interested in. That's mostly what I was asking. I guess I wasn't asking like, what do you need it for? It's not that. I think everything should be nodes. I think the whole thing with Blender is nodes, everything nodes, or I think that's the thing that they're doing with Blender. They're gonna make a bunch of nodes Fred says animate a series of plants, use them as particles and plants growing and dying on a weight map. Yeah, that's good too. Like using the like leaves and having animated leaves that you would put in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. I see it now. Okay, okay. I see more. For me, it would be like generating like smoke, right? Like grease pencil type cartoony smoke, or um, I don't know. I guess a node system for even something like animation, like moving a person or a shield, or a way that something reacts, like how a piece of like cloth would react. A drawn one that triggers certain animations. Maybe I'm thinking like too much into that. Okay, let me move myself back here. Um, all right. So, I guess that concludes my drawing part of this stream. Now I'll probably spend an hour and try to see about making something in geometry nodes. So let's start a new file, new, general. We're on fresh. Let me move my camera down. There we go. Let me get my chat back up. And I'm gonna go into the geometry nodes little tab here, and we will set some stuff up like my screencast keys. I'm gonna take off this gizmo here, right? Take off that gizmo. We'll go into, no, we'll just stay in this mode. And we'll start making it. We'll make a new tree. I'm gonna move this into Geonodes collection, just so I know what it is. And I'll call this Geonodes.000. And all right. Oh, my camera's back. All right, Ferd, if you're listening, I will be, or anybody who's listening right now, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom so I can actually have some distance here. So I'm gonna put this on away. I think it has music. Let's see. Okay. I'll be right back. So hopefully the music's still playing. You can kind of hear me. But I will be right back, audience. Okay. I am back. Back. Okay. I got a blanket here. I'm so comfy. Okay. We're here. Second half of the stream. Let's do some geometry no days. Geometry no days. Alright, okay, so we're all set up. Let's start. I'm going to erase. Oh, not erase. I'm just going to take off that. And I want to see if I can make something with my materials. Maybe like a lightning thing of sorts. So, but I want to use curves. I've been wanting to use curves. So let's do a curve primitive. We'll start circular. We got a circular segment. There it is. I like it. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to I want to move them, so I'm going to do set points. I usually just type in the search for this, but I kind of want to learn where they're at here, just so I know, right? I have to read up, first as I have to read up on when particles will get transitioned to fully to nodes. Me too. The particle system's a little rudimentary in Blender. Um, okay. What was I doing? What was I doing? We got our thing. We want to set points, right? All right, I'm gonna just search for it. My hold on, my keyboard is not working anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's working again, I think. Okay, let's search again. What is it? Set position. All right, we got our set position. Also, we got our set position, and then I want to do a random, right? A random input. So, so where is my random? I want to know where these are at. Random value, there it is. We'll stick that in here, but we'll do a utility. I'll need a combine XYZ. Right, there it is. Boom. And we'll just put this up and down. Beautiful, beautiful. And obviously I could put a seed and it'll be like a static noise. This, because I'm aiming for some electricity eventually. We're just gonna fiddle around here though. we don't we don't know where we're going. Alright, so we got the random value, we got the combine. We're moving along. We're feeling good. Okay. Um, so after that, I also want to set the thickness of it so I have something to look at. So let's do curves, set radius. We'll set that. Okay, maybe it's not set radius, right? Say handle types, position. Is it curved to mesh? Okay, there it is. Curved to mesh. And then we'll copy the circle and do a profile right there. It is huge. We cannot see it. We'll make it smaller. For some reason, what, am I in rendered mode now? Where's my light? There it is. There's my light. We'll bring that light down. You know what? We'll just go to solid mode and we'll put on a matte cap and then we'll move on with our life. There it is. Okay. So we're getting there. We got the geometry. I also like the background they put for the grids. I like the dots instead of the lines. It's much better. All right, 32. We're good. We can make this bigger, smaller, put a bigger resolution. All right. So my issue here is that it's all jaggedy. can, can I make this not jaggedy? Can I make this a little simpler? We can lower this. I think it's a resample, right? So let's do that. Maybe that'll help us. So curves, resample curves. All right, these are a little better. Is it actually? I guess it makes the corners less jagged. I'm not sure actually. Oh man. Let's see what else we got here. Fill curve. Nope. Oh, there it is. Fill curve, geometry, curve profile. Is there any way to make this smoother? Let's think. Let's think. Think with me. Is it subdivide curve? No, that just subdivides it. How about a subdivide after? Okay, it does make it smoother, but not what I want. How about a resample? Oh, that's what I did already, right? All right. I think what I want. Think what I want is something to do with the handles, right? Curve handle positions, curve parameters. So none of these. Okay. Set handle positions. Set handle types. All right, let's see. That's what it is. All right, maybe not. Maybe not. Set handle positions. What happens if you plug the same tree into profile also instead of circle? The same tree into profile. So here, so if I put the same one in here, it gets really big, but I have no way of controlling how big it is. And if you meant by this, yeah, same thing. You know, unless I made this bigger. This is kind of an interesting effect. It kind of looks like smoke. Like, kinda. You can make it really small. Oh my God, it's like, it looks kind of cool, but you know, let me import some of these materials, so we can have something fun to look at least too. So let me file append. Assets. Blender. Energy material. Is it this one? I forget where I put my own materials, guys. Okay. I think it's these. We'll append them. And let's add the material. And I think the way we add the material is set material, right? Oh my god, is my mouse not working? Okay. So let's look where that is. Is it materials? Materials. Set material. Put that there. And then we'll do energy and let's see what that looks like. There's the material. Obviously, if we're playing it, it looks fun. We can like make it all bouncy. Energy 3, these are fun. That's fun. These are fun energy materials. This one looks like something's happening. That one's fun too. Alright. I think I'm going to leave it on 7. Alright, cool. So we have a material on there that looks like something. But what I want to figure out is... I don't know how to make this smoother looking. I think it looks a little jagged. Let's go back to our mode here. There has to be something here. Would I have to do like curve to mesh and then subdivide? Let's see, subdivide mesh. It's definitely not that, no. It has to be somewhere here between the curve. Uh, So yeah, it's go between curve and set right here, I think. So let me just try a couple other things before, or let's try a different curve. What if I did uh curve spiral? See what that looks like. Looks kind of interesting. It looks super like, looks like an intestine. Looks a little much. So yeah, let's bring back the circle. And let's read through some of these. It's none of these here. Curve primitive geometry. Attribute. Okay, curves. So we got curve length, curve to mesh, curve to points, fill curve, fillet curve. It, let's try fillet curve. What does that do? What does that do for us? It kind of like shifts them around. It's kind of fun. It makes them super weird. Hold on. What's it look like before this? That's kind of cool. All right, so let's unmute that. Definitely not that. Trim curve is fun, right? I guess trim curve would be better at the end, right? Nothing is happening in trim curve. Swear I'm using half these things wrong. Alright, these are the set spline resolution, ciclet type. I wish I could figure out how to edit like some handles here. Alright, we're gonna have to move on. Let's get a curve primitive. And let's get a curved line. See if we can make something electrifying. The direction we want it pointing is on the x-axis. This radius will go there. Apparently this only has 2 points. Alright, and then we're going to resample. See where we go from here. Curve. Sample. Nope, that's not what I meant. Sample. There we go. Now we got some schlinkies going on. Okay. See what this looks like. Alright, let's make this material. I know it's 7. Let's make it blue and stuff. Let's make the background dark. Let's take off the grid. There you go. That looks like a mess. Looks like static though. Alright, let's give it 10 points, huh? Alright, let's bring that bloom in just so we can exaggerate. There it is. There it is. Alright, let's go to the material. Let's make sure that we set some settings here. Don't like the line thing that it has there. We can make it so bright. Ah! Oh, it's so bright. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm just messing with some settings in the material to get it to something I enjoy. All right, let's try. Let me just try a couple different ones here. All right. Looks like fun flames. For this one though, what is this? 2? Let's put 2 on here. And let's bring the brightness up. All right, there you go. All right, how do we make this curve smooth? Does anybody know? This is making me go crazy. Yeah, geometry nodes is just a headache, man. You really gotta want to try and solve a puzzle here. You gotta be into it. Gotta feel it. Oh, this may be it. Think I got it. Let's see. All right, we got poly. If we set it here, if we set it here. There it is. That's how you make it smooth. Set spline type. We're gonna send it to NURBS. Nerby NURBS. Now it's a lot like smoother and stuff. So let's put like 32 and let's make this longer. We can set this higher. Alright, now when we look at it, it does have a weird artifacting there. See what the other materials look like. Alright, doesn't have to be this extreme. Alright, so we set the curve, we resample, we set the spline. Let's see what else we got here. Set handle types. Maybe not. Or the set till doesn't do anything. Bow, bow, bow. Geometry nodes. Riveting content here as I sit here and look at a menu of things I barely understand. Handle type selection. All right. Let's move on to a different one. I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to duplicate these geometry nodes. We're going to make this invisible. And we're going to start again. See what else we can make. Let's start with geometry, mesh primitives. Let's start with an icosphere. The humble icosphere. Subdivided a couple times. Let's see. Mesh is set shade smooth. We're gonna smooth it. There it is. It has been schmooved. Okay. Let's set the position. This is just good old geometry practice here, you know. I don't think anything magnificent's gonna come from it. But we're gonna do it. All right. Where I'm gonna look for the set position geometry. Set position. There it is. We're gonna get our mesh normals. Mesh primitives. Inputs. Normals. We're gonna do a vector math. So that's the direction it's pointing, right? I think so. We'll do a vector math. So how big it is. And we can the position. There it is. And we'll do multiply. Or is it dot product? Dot product. There it is. I think it's multiply. Alright, let me get my grid back on here. There it is. Bum bum. Alright. Let's add in a random input. Utility. Random value. Right here. Good stuff. Let's do a set material. Set materials. Materials, set materials. And we'll pick one of these. We'll see what it looks like. Looks insane. All right. Let's see what else we can do here to make it look more interesting. Let's take away the grid though, or the floor. Kind of looks like the sun. Are there textures in geometry nodes? There are. What if we just did a noise texture? Let's do a 4D. No, we got goop. It's goopy. Let's add. Let's do a flow. No, a vector. No, 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 no. Input a value. Let's put this here. And we'll do frame. Way too fast. Divided by 100. Let's set our frame rate up to 60 frames for the speed. So that's kind of fun there. Annie, how's it going? Good to see ya in the chat. Let's put some 0 there. This obviously looks kind of weird. Hi! Exclamation mark. Alright, there's something about this material I want to change. I think it's backface culling. There it is. Took that off. So nice to see you live streaming. Well, thank you. It's so nice for you to be here. This can be pretty boring stuff here, this geometry nodes. Sometimes I feel like I'm just boring myself. Learning on live stream is a lot more difficult here. There you go. Let's see what other textures look like. It's cool we got image textures now. Let's try Voronoi. Voronoi. It looks like it's just like a heartbeat. It's kind of weird. What if I put color? Is there a difference between distance and color? There is. It looks like it's like a stop motion. This looks really cool. Haven't fully tried geometry nodes out myself, but looks fun actually. Yeah, it is fun once you get it, but it's I don't know. Sometimes it's a little much. It's gonna be boring. A little difficult for me, especially if you don't know all the stuff. I feel like I'm just playing with like an audio visualizer. Look at that. That shit's insane. All right, let's try a different one. There it is. Ah, so bright. It's like a bacteria, yes, floating through your blood. All right. I guess we got some simple geometry here. It shades smooth. We set the position, icosphere, do some normals. All right, let's see what other primitives look like on here. Let's try a UV sphere. Does it work differently? No, pretty much looks the same. All right, let's do this. What's it? Set to. Oh no no. Let's do instance on points. Let's instance some geometry here. All right, and the points I want to make are going to be here. And the instances that I want to do. Let's do mesh instances. Let's do cones for now. Let's see what this looks like. Sure, it's gonna look weird. Oh, we're trying to be all organized with these nodes. It's almost so difficult. Oh my god. Alright, those cones are huge. So let's make those cones smaller. I don't know what is happening here, but it looks pretty intense. Could we set a different material onto these cones? Let's see. Oh, I see what's happening. Let's do less of these. There it is. Okay, okay. So let's erase this. All right. So let's see if we can make these points, these cones rotate the right way. All right. So let's get input. Let's go to normals. put it here. All right, this is gonna be messy. Got the cones, the normals. Are you an Eevee? Yes, yes, yes. Saka? Sakatrack. Yes, I am an Eevee. Alright, let's do a vector math. Dot product. They move so weird. A lot of fun though. Alright, so I think we could do a vector rotate. Put the vector in. They are moving. Let's put it to 90 degrees. Alright, maybe if we take this out. Alright. If we put the material onto something simple like this, looks like a school of fish or bird murmuration. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Let's change to cylinders. Oh my god. They always get so big. Bioluminescent form of life for sure. Yes, yes. They look funsies. Alright, let's try some different ones. We can make them very loose. Let's see if I do a texture here. Sea themed. I'll make the background blue. There we go. We're under the sea. Under the sea. Alright, let's try. Let's try another mesh primitive. I guess we could just do the humble icosphere. Make it really small though. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. We're on the cylinder now. Bubbles. Exactly. Noise, noise, noise. Obviously we could add some subdivisions, make them more cylindrical. Is there anything else we can do here? Let's see. Bum bum bum. They're moving all about. All right. Let's start over again. We'll duplicate this. I will make that one invisible. I'll duplicate this. And let's go back. Start over again. All right, let's start with the humble cube. Beautiful stuff. My light's a little bright here. Let me put it at 200. Maybe 500. Maybe the sun. Way too bright. 10. All right. We got a cube. Let's flatten it out. 0.25. Let's see what we can do here. Oops. Control A instance on points. Let's make a mesh line just for now. Let's give it a material. Set material. Material. Interesting what the materials look like on a cube. Some fancy looking stuff here. Let's do 7. And let me change a setting here. There it is. Okay. See if we can rotate these guys, but like continuously. Let's do vector rotate. These just are rotating ridiculously. Put this at 0. All right. All right, can I rotate these on a curve line? And then resample that line. Not sample, resample. Resample, okay. And then we're gonna put this on 0. Okay, this is what we'll stretch this out. Shiny. People love shiny. But yeah, super shiny. Can I bevel? Bevel. Cannot. Can I subdivide? I can. It's not working the way I thought it would. Try to make some arcane magical crystals. Don't know if you watched that series Arcane on Netflix. It's just amazing in terms of animation and style. Oh, that'd be awesome. I gotta go now, but have a good stream. Good night, Annie. Good night, Annie. Definitely, it'd be fun to make a crystal. I'm still trying to figure out how to even work these geometry nodes. I don't know. Okay. So there we are. We got 10. There we go. We got stretchy. Can we do a rotation on these curves? I think it's set tilt, right? There it is. I guess it doesn't matter on this. All right, I'm going to do an input index. All right, this is kind of doing what I thought I wanted to do. But not exactly. Because it's like rotating on all axes. This is what it looks like, right? Let's do like 15. And if the longer we make this, right? We'll make them a little closer. It does rotate, right? Like There you go. This looks like a one of those wind chimes. The distance though, point 0.4 is. Hmm. All right, let's start over again. Let's see if we could make something crystalline. We'll duplicate this, make that invisible, and we'll add in another one. All right. Let's add an input. Let's do it one more time. This will probably be my last doodle, my last geometry doodle. Let's do a cube. So let's look at it. Let's set a material for fun. Okay. Is there a points? Distribute points on faces. This is what I wanted. So let's distribute these points on a face. See what this looks like. We can't see the points, right? There they are. There's our points. Let's do a join geometry. Because I want to see both. All right. Got some points. Very good, very good. Now I want to instance 2 points. Instance. Oops. What's the difference between Vincent? Let's do Vincent on points. Here's our points. And we'll instance some more cubes. We'll take this off and we'll connect this. Cool. Let's size these down. Okay. I think we're getting to a good place here. And I want to rotate these randomly, so we'll do a vector combine. And we'll do a utility random value. And the random value should be a vector. I guess we don't need to combine. If we could just do the vector. There we go. All right, there's our rotation. All rotated. Okay. Maybe we can make it different sizes as well. I guess a random value vector doesn't work for sizing here. It's kind of weird. Why wouldn't that work? Hmm. Weird. And we'll make these bigger. Um, and then the cube that I'm doing here, I would actually want it to be controllable. All right. Here we go. Can I just put an input value? And it be all the same? Okay, cool. Same thing here for the sizes. And I'll use a Boolean. All right, so I got my points here. We'll take this off. We will now do Boolean, mesh Boolean, that, the difference of that. And now we're getting some weird stuff here. But just so I can see what's happening, I'm going to put the cube here. Nah. Okay. And now I can start messing with these. Oh, this is super slow. Whoa. Think my blender's crashing. Alright. So let's not do Boolean yet. Let's do these points. See what they look like. Let's can I make less points? I can't. Can I do like the what's the bare minimum? .001? Okay, then I can make these a certain size here. And what does the normal geometry look like? There's our cube. Our OG cube. We'll shrink this down. So it looks like it's just growing on here. And then what does that look like? If we just do a boolean out of it. Definitely does not look good. Maybe if it was icospheres. Let's try that. Definitely looks like you can make some wear and tear here, but it does not look good. Oh no, I think I crashed it. Alright, we'll set a material. Alright, I think I'm calling it. I'm hungry. My blender, I'm crashing it. But, and it crashed. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Everybody, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate everybody here. Let me make sure my blender's not completely destroyed. Okay. So thank you everybody for joining. Annie and Sakatrack, and Revolucy, and Ferd, and Jim P Animations, and Freddy was here, and Evelyn, and Skills, and Wingless Mecha. Thank you guys for joining me today. Another Saturday. Did some fun drawings in the beginning. Did some geometry notes at the end. I'm still not pretty good at geometry notes, so hopefully I'll get better soon. I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful everything. Have a great day.